So our first speaker that we have is probably the single greatest patriot representative we have in our state right now. He is always on the front line, speaking out on our behalf at no matter what the cost. He gives a definition to liberty at all hazards. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce Representative Jim Walsh.
Well, hello! Welcome! The right of petition and of the people peaceably to assemble for the common good shall never be abridged. Are you here for the common good? Are you here to resist the unlawful and unconstitutional mandates that undermine our state and our nation? And will you resist it with a happy heart, with a good attitude, because you know you are right? You know, we need to remember the proper order of law, the proper order of public policy. And this goes for the state of Washington, and it goes for the United States. At the highest level is the Constitution. You know, I love our state of Washington Constitution. I like it better than the federal. It's stronger in so many ways. It articulates your freedom of conscience better than the federal. It describes your right to privacy more clearly than the federal. It describes your right to keep and bear arms more strongly than the federal. And the thing I've always loved about the Washington State Constitution is the Bill of Rights doesn't come at the end. It comes right at the beginning. Article 1. So at the highest level of law and public policy, the Constitutions, right beneath those is the actual body of law, the statute. Here in Washington, we call it the Revised Code of Washington. At the federal level, they call it the United States Code. This is the law. This is public policy passed by the legislative branch, signed off on by the executive branch, and reviewed by the judicial branch. All three branches of your government must be involved in making law. Never forget that. Now, underneath the Constitution, underneath the statute, the true law, we have administrative code. Here in Washington, we call it the WAC, the Washington Administrative Code. At the federal level, they call it the CFR, the Code of Federal Regulation. Same concept. These administrative rules are meant to help implement the law. But these administrative rules are not law. These administrative rules are just that, they're rules. No legislature ever votes on them. No governor ever signs them or president ever signs them into law. They are not law. And beneath the administrative code, at the lowest level of public policy, is the collection of other actions. Executive orders, emergency proclamations, emergency rules. They are the lowest form of public policy. They are not law. Now you will hear their defenders say, well, they're made in a lawful way. They follow a lawful process. That's the language of a bureaucrat. That's the language of a small-minded taker. They can follow a legal process and reach an illegal, unconstitutional, and immoral conclusion. And that's where we're stuck today, my brothers and sisters, my friends. We are stuck in a place where the lowest form of public policy is defining our state and our nation, and we cannot allow that to stand. It is wrong. When we allow that lowest form of public policy to lead, we end up in a situation where a nurse is told her livelihood and her career will be over if she doesn't comply with an executive order. And when we allow that lowest form of public policy to lead, we have the situation where a firefighter or a ferry worker or a police officer is told they must enforce these statements and issues and proclamations and edicts and mandates, and they know it is not the law. When we allow this lowest form of public policy to lead, we have a governor who gives an interview with a local television outfit claiming he is the only person who can save lives against COVID. The arrogance, the decadence of that. There cannot be public health policy without consent. We cannot allow our public servants who serve you to call you insubordinate, to say that you disobey. You cannot be insubordinate. You are the boss in our system. We have to remember, we have to reclaim the proper order of constitutional law and constitutional government. And people say to me, Jim, what do I do? What do I do? Well, you live your life. You make the decisions that are right for you. If that means taking a shot, take the shot. If it means not taking the shot, don't take the shot. But do not allow yourself to be coerced against your conscience. It doesn't matter what the press says. It doesn't matter what the mobs or the politicians say. It doesn't matter if the whole country says that something wrong is something right. Our institutions have failed you. Your legislature in this state has failed you by not being the check and balance on overreach that it is meant to be. The judges have failed you by not recalling these abuses of our emergency powers. But it doesn't matter what they say, because the power is with you. It doesn't matter if the whole world tells you you're wrong. This nation was founded on one principle more than all the others, and that is the requirement that we stand for what we believe. No matter the consequences, no matter the odds. And when the institutions tell you that you need to move to get out of their way so that they can fail more, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and answer them, no, you move. All political power is inherent in the people, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. And those governments exist to protect and maintain individual rights. Article 1, Section 1 of the Washington State Constitution. Reclaim your rights. Help me. I need your help in this building behind me. I can't do it by myself. None of us can do it by ourselves. Our system is designed so that at times like this, when we have failed you, you lead us. You know what's right. You know what's true. Reclaim your individual rights. Lead us to the democratic and Republican values that built this building, that built that building, that makes this state and country great. You have the power. Take it. God bless you all. God bless Washington, and God bless America.